What if I told you that one of the greatest entertainers in history began life with hunger, poverty, and heartbreak? A little boy with almost nothing would grow up to make the entire world laugh. This is the unbelievable story of Charlie Chaplin. Born on April 16, 1889 in London, Charlie Chaplin entered a world that was far from easy. His parents were performers, but his family life quickly fell apart. His father left, and his mother became seriously ill. As a young child, Charlie lived in severe poverty. Some days there was very little food. Life became so difficult that he and his brother spent time in workhouses and institutions for poor children. For many children, such hardships would have ended their dreams. But Charlie had something special: determination. He discovered that he could make people laugh. As a child, he began performing on stage. Every performance gave him hope. Every audience gave him confidence. Step by step, he moved closer to a new future. In the early 1900s, Charlie traveled to the United States with a comedy group. At that time, silent films were becoming popular. Movie producers noticed his talent almost immediately. Then came the moment that changed everything. Charlie created a character called the Tramp, a man with a bowler hat, tiny mustache, walking cane, and oversized shoes. The character looked funny, but he represented ordinary people struggling through life. Audiences loved him. Soon, Charlie Chaplin became one of the biggest stars on earth. People everywhere laughed at his films, even though silent. Movies had very few spoken words. His classic movies, including Modern Times and The Great Dictator, made cinema history. In The Great Dictator, Charlie bravely mocked Adolf Hitler during a dangerous period in world history, but fame did not protect him from challenges. Later in life, political controversies and accusations created problems for him. Eventually, he spent years living in Switzerland away from Hollywood. Then something unforgettable happened. In 1972, Charlie returned to America to receive a special award. The audience stood and applauded him for an incredibly long time. It became one of the most emotional moments in Oscar history. On December 25, 1977, Charlie Chaplin passed away at age 88. But his legacy never disappeared. A poor child who once struggled to survive became one of the most famous entertainers ever. Charlie Chaplin proved that sometimes the people who suffer the most can bring the greatest joy to the world. If you enjoyed this story, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing history videos.